Imagine standing at the crossroads of history and wonder, where snow-draped mountains rise into endless skies, ancient cities shimmer beneath golden sunsets, and strangers greet you with a warmth that feels like family. Imagine a place where each breath carries the scent of mountains, vineyards, sea spray, and deep, timeless stories. A land where every trail leads to discovery, every smile opens a new chapter, and every sunset leaves you breathless. This place exists. It's not a fantasy, not a forgotten legend. It's Georgia, the soul of the Caucasus. And in 2025, it's ready to awaken the world. Travelers everywhere are abandoning crowded tourist traps, searching for authenticity, connection, and true wonder. And Georgia answers that call like no other. It's not just a country, it's a journey back to something real. Something you've been searching for without even knowing it. Get ready to fall in love, to be surprised, and to lose yourself in a country that will redefine what travel means to you. All great journeys start with a feeling, a sense that something extraordinary is about to happen. And for those coming to Georgia, that feeling begins the moment they set foot in Tbilisi. Tbilisi is a city built on contradictions, and that's what makes it so irresistible. Winding cobbled streets weave around futuristic glass towers, ancient churches sit shoulder to shoulder with vibrant street art. Sulfur baths, markets, fortresses, and fashion boutiques all exist within a few footsteps of each other. As you wander the historic old town, every building seems to hum with the echoes of centuries past. You'll pass carved wooden balconies leaning precariously over narrow lanes, hidden courtyards where grapevines twist around crumbling stone walls. Shadows of traders, travelers, and poets who once filled these streets seem to follow you, whispering their stories through time. Walk across the futuristic Peace Bridge, a glass and steel masterpiece arching gracefully over the Kura River, and you'll feel it. Tbilisi isn't just preserving its history, it's writing a new chapter every day, and nowhere is that spirit clearer than in the bustling cafes, wine bars, and rooftop terraces that dot the city like jewels. Here you'll find artists and entrepreneurs, grandmothers selling homemade pastries, young dreamers with guitars slung over their backs, all mingling effortlessly in a swirl of color and life. At night, Tbilisi transforms again. Golden lights ripple across the river. Music spills from hidden basements and tiny stages. Every corner seems alive with possibility. This is not a city you simply visit, it's a city you feel deep in your bones. No visit to Tbilisi would be complete without experiencing one of its most ancient traditions, the Sulfur Baths. For centuries, travelers have come here to soak away their fatigue in the steaming, mineral-rich waters bubbling up from deep beneath the earth. Venture into the Abanotubani district, where the air is thick with the sharp scent of sulfur. Enter the domed bathhouses, each more beautiful and historic than the last, and surrender yourself to the ritual. Private rooms with marble tubs, intricate tilework, and a timeless atmosphere welcome you into a world where relaxation is an art form. As the warm waters embrace you, it's easy to imagine the weary merchants of the Silk Road doing exactly the same centuries ago. The baths are more than healing. They are a connection to history, to the earth, and to yourself. Above the old town, perched on a steep hill, the mighty Narakala Fortress watches over Tbilisi like a silent guardian. Dating back to the 4th century, it has survived invasions, earthquakes, and countless storms, a testament to Georgia's resilience. Climb the winding paths to reach the fortress walls. From the top, the city unfolds before you in breathtaking panorama terracotta rooftops, the glimmering river, the rolling hills beyond. As you stand there, the wind tugging at your hair, you can almost hear the clang of swords, the roar of battle cries, the songs of victory and loss. Narakala isn't just a ruin, it's a memory carved into the rock itself, and it welcomes you to become part of its endless story. Leave Tbilisi behind for a day, and journey to Mitseta, Georgia's ancient capital and the beating heart of its soul. This is where Christianity first took root in the 4th century, where kings were crowned, and where the river Mutkvari cradles sacred ground. Wander through the UNESCO World Heritage Site of Svetitskaveli Cathedral, a place of staggering beauty and reverence. The cathedral's stone walls seem to hum with the prayers of generations, Golden light spills through ancient stained glass, illuminating frescoes that have witnessed the hopes and fears of countless lives. Above Mitseta, on a rugged hilltop, stands Javari Monastery. Simple, powerful, eternal. From here, the view sweeps across the valley in a breathtaking embrace. It's said that standing at Javari brings clarity, a moment of stillness where past and present merge into something timeless. In Mitseta, you don't just see history, you feel it move through you, grounding you to something far larger than yourself. Northward, the land rises into the mighty Caucasus, a realm where nature reigns supreme and human ambition shrinks before the towering peaks. Your destination: Stepantsminda, often called Kazbei, a village cradled in a valley of surreal beauty. Above it looms Mount Kazbek, a dormant giant cloaked in snow and myth. But the true icon of Kazbei is the Kakheti Trinity Church, perched alone on a hilltop beneath the gaze of the mountain. The hike to reach it is not just a journey across terrain, it's a pilgrimage of spirit. As you ascend the winding trails, the air thins, the world grows quiet, and the immensity of the landscape humbles you. And when you finally reach the church, its ancient stones etched against the raw grandeur of the mountains, you will understand something rare, true awe. The kind that silences words and fills your chest with wonder. Stay a while in Kazbei, taste the hearty mountain cuisine, feel the crisp air kiss your skin, watch the stars explode into brilliance across the night sky. Here, amidst peaks and legends, you remember how small you are, and how infinite the world can be. Beyond Kazbei lies a land even wilder, even more untouched. Svaneti, the ancient kingdom of the proud and fiercely independent Svan people, is one of the last truly remote regions of Europe. In Mestia, Svaneti's cultural heart, ancient watchtowers rise against the backdrop of jagged peaks, each one a testament to centuries of resilience and spirit. Life here is shaped by the rhythms of the mountains, harsh winters, lush summers, endless skies. Venture deeper, and you'll reach Ushguli, a cluster of villages so remote that even time seems to pause. Declared a UNESCO World Heritage Site, Ushguli's stone towers and tiny chapels seem to grow from the earth itself. Walk the ancient paths between villages. Listen to the haunting songs of the Svan singers. Taste the wild honey and fresh mountain cheese. Feel the heartbeat of a place that has never bowed to the modern world, and never will. If you think you've seen all that Georgia has to offer, think again. Tucked away in the northwestern mountains, Ratcha is a paradise few travelers ever find, and those who do, never forget. Imagine lush valleys cradled by forested peaks, rivers so clear you can see the pebbles glittering beneath the surface, and villages where life moves to a different, gentler rhythm. Here, the air smells of pine and wildflowers, and the sunsets paint the sky in colors no artist could capture. Ambrolauri, the main town, offers a peaceful gateway to this hidden land, but venture deeper into the countryside and you'll discover the ancient churches of Nikortsminda and Barakoni, their stone carvings telling stories older than memory. Taste the local Kavanchkara wine, a semi-sweet red so legendary it was beloved by Soviet leaders and poets alike. In family-run guest houses, you'll feast on mountain delicacies like lobio, fresh trout, and hearty breads baked in traditional clay ovens. Ratcha is where you come not for grand monuments but for something rarer, the quiet joy of untouched beauty. Head east, and the landscape changes again, opening into the endless rolling vineyards and sun-drenched plains of Kakheti, Georgia's beating heart of wine. Here wine is not simply a drink, it is memory. It is history, culture, and life itself, flowing through clay vessels as it has for over 8,000 years. In Tel Aviv, the regional capital, you'll find vibrant markets overflowing with fresh produce, spices, and handmade crafts. Visit the Grand Alaverdi Monastery, where monks still tend ancient vineyards and produce wine by traditional methods passed down through generations. Signagi, the city of love, perches on a hilltop like a jewel, its pastel streets overlooking the vast Alazani Valley below. Walk the restored city walls at sunset, where the golden light bathes the valley in a glow so pure it feels otherworldly. But the true soul of Kakheti is found in the family-run wineries scattered across the countryside. Places like Pheasant's Tears and Shumi welcome visitors not with commercial tours, but with warm smiles, long toasts, and the kind of generosity that turns strangers into lifelong friends. Here, a meal is never rushed. The table overflows with khachapuri grilled meats, garden-fresh vegetables, and bowls of fruit plucked that very morning. Songs rise between toasts, and laughter carries into the starry night. In Kakheti, every glass of wine is a celebration of life, of love, of the land itself. As the vineyards fade, the road westward brings you to Batumi, Georgia's vibrant window to the Black Sea. Batumi is a city of dazzling contrasts. Modern skyscrapers twist into the sky, their designs playful and bold. Sculptures line the seaside promenade, from the famous moving statue of Ali and Nino, a heartbreaking symbol of eternal love, to towering alphabet monuments honoring Georgia's unique script. Wander the bustling Piazza Square, alive with cafes, music, and sun-dappled laughter. Explore Batumi Boulevard, a sprawling waterfront park stretching for miles along beaches kissed by soft waves. Yet beyond the glitz, Batumi holds hidden treasures. The botanical gardens at Green Cape, a lush Eden where exotic plants from every corner of the earth flourish on cliffs above the sea. Tiny local restaurants serving the rich flavors of Ajarian cuisine, buttery khachapuri boats, smoky skewers of meats, and herb-laden salads. And just outside the city, quiet beaches await. Pebbled coves where the only sounds are the lapping of the waves and the cries of seabirds wheeling overhead. Batumi is where Georgia lets its hair down, colorful, joyful, and utterly irresistible. While most tourists stick to Batumi's bright lights, adventurers head further north or south along the coast to discover Georgia's secret shoreline treasures. In Koboleti, the vibe slows to a relaxed seaside rhythm. Wooden cottages peek from behind rows of cypress and palms. Here, families gather for lazy days of sunbathing, swimming, and fresh seafood feasts by the water's edge. Go even deeper into the offbeat, and you'll find Uriki, a beach of rare black magnetic sand believed to have healing properties. Lie down, let the sun warm your skin, and feel the gentle tug of ancient minerals soothing your tired body. Or venture south to Sarpi, a tiny border village with pebble beaches and turquoise waters so clear they seem lit from within. The pace of life here is slow, the hospitality endless, the sunsets unforgettable. This is the Black Sea as few ever see it, wild, raw, beautiful beyond words. Most travelers never realize that just a short drive inland from Batumi lies an entirely different world. The high mountain villages of the Ajara region. Climb winding roads through forests of chestnut and oak, past waterfalls tumbling down mossy cliffs and wooden bridges suspended over roaring rivers. Higher still, you'll reach places like Godardzi and Bourjomi, tiny hamlets where life has changed little in centuries. In summer, shepherds bring their flocks to graze the lush alpine meadows. Wooden houses with intricate carvings cling to hillsides. The air is crisp, the nights cool and starry, and the views, endless waves of green and blue, stretch all the way to the sea. In these villages, hospitality is even warmer, traditions even deeper. You'll be invited to share meals of mountain honey, homemade cheeses, earthy stews, and herbal teas brewed from plants gathered just beyond the door. Few places on earth offer such a sudden, thrilling shift, from seaside glamour to highland purity, within just a few hours' journey. In Ajara's mountains, Georgia reveals yet another of its countless faces, wild, welcoming, and utterly unforgettable. Journey eastward, and the land transforms again, into emerald forests, mineral-rich springs, and peaceful mountain retreats. Welcome to Bourjomi, a place where nature's healing touch is woven into every stone, every tree, every breath you take. Famous for its mineral waters, prized since the days of the Russian Empire, Bourjomi has long been a destination for those seeking renewal. Stroll through Bourjomi Central Park, a lush haven of ancient trees, fountains, and hidden mineral springs. Taste the water fresh from its source, a strong, slightly salty flavor full of ancient minerals and life. But Bourjomi offers more than just water. Explore the vast Bourjomi Karagali National Park, one of Europe's largest protected areas. Here, hiking trails wind through ancient forests across crystal streams and up to panoramic lookouts where the earth seems to fall away beneath your feet. Spend a night in a cozy guest house deep in the forest, where the only sounds are the whisper of leaves and the calls of wild deer. Wake to crisp, pine-scented air and the sight of mist curling between the hills. In Bourjomi, Georgia's wild heart beats slowly and strong, and you can feel it pulsing through you. Deeper into southern Georgia, where the cliffs rise like stone waves against the sky, you'll find one of the country's most awe-inspiring treasures, Vardzia, a vast underground monastery carved directly into the side of the Erusheti mountain. Built in the 12th century during the reign of the legendary Queen Tamar, Vardzia was both a place of worship and a fortress against invaders. Its labyrinth of tunnels, chapels, wine cellars, and hidden rooms once housed thousands of monks, and now invites modern travelers to lose themselves in its haunting beauty. Wander through narrow stone corridors, peer into ancient living quarters, stand in awe beneath frescoes still vivid with color after 800 years. Climb hidden stairways that lead to breathtaking balconies overlooking the Mutkvari River Valley far below. There's a palpable silence here, not empty, but alive with the weight of history, of devotion, of resilience. Vardzia isn't just a monument, it's a living testament to human spirit, carved into the bones of the earth itself. Just a short drive from Vardzia, discover Okatsi and its crown jewel Rabadi Castle. This striking fortress complex has been lovingly restored, revealing a rich tapestry of cultures layered through centuries of conquest, trade, and peace. Here, Christian churches, Islamic mosques, and Jewish synagogues coexist within the same fortress walls, a beautiful symbol of Georgia's long history of multicultural coexistence. Wander the winding stone alleys, explore ornate courtyards, and climb towers for sweeping views over the city and surrounding countryside. By day, Rabadi shines like a medieval jewel. By night, its walls glow golden, casting long shadows across the sleeping town. Okatsi, with its charming streets, cozy cafes, and welcoming locals, makes a perfect base for exploring the wonders of southern Georgia. Head northwest to Kutaisi, Georgia's second-largest city, and one of the oldest continuously inhabited cities in the world. In Kutaisi, ancient legend and lively modern life blend effortlessly. Explore the stunning Baghrati Cathedral, an 11th century masterpiece that once crowned the unity of Georgia's medieval kings. Visit Gelati Monastery, a UNESCO World Heritage Site where scholars and theologians once gathered to illuminate manuscripts and minds alike. Stroll through Kutaisi's bustling markets, where the scent of fresh herbs, ripe fruits, and spicy meats fills the air. Sip strong coffee under shady trees in the city's cozy squares, and feel the easy, timeless rhythm of Georgian life. Kutaisi doesn't shout for attention, it hums with quiet confidence, a city proud of its heritage, its hospitality, and its place in Georgia's heart. Beneath the green hills near Kutaisi lies a hidden world of breathtaking wonder, Prometheus Cave. Step into the cool darkness and find yourself transported into a fantastical realm of towering stalactites, shimmering stalagmites, underground rivers, and echoing chambers lit by ethereal colored lights. As you wind along walkways suspended over crystal pools, each new chamber unfolds like a scene from an ancient myth. Some say Prometheus himself, the titan who gave fire to humanity, was chained here by the gods, and walking these silent, awe-inspiring corridors, you can almost believe it. Take a boat ride along the underground river for a final magical glimpse of this hidden world, a surreal, unforgettable experience that lingers long after you return to the surface. Travel west, and nature unveils yet another masterpiece, Martilli Canyon. Here, ancient limestone cliffs cradle a river so clear and green it seems to glow from within. Take a boat ride through the canyon's narrow corridors, drifting beneath waterfalls that tumble from moss-covered heights. Walk along the canyon trails where wooden walkways cling to sheer cliffs and panoramic viewpoints offer breathtaking perspectives. Swim in cool, inviting pools hidden among the rocks, or simply sit and listen to the murmur of water and wind. Martilli Canyon feels like a secret place, a sacred retreat carved by time, untouched and unforgettable. Not far from Martilli, Okatsi Canyon offers another dramatic encounter with Georgia's raw beauty. Walk the thrilling hanging bridges suspended high above the canyon floor, where dizzying views reveal cliffs plunging hundreds of feet into misty depths below. The air is electric with the sound of rushing water, the whisper of leaves, the distant cry of hawks soaring above. Follow the trails to Kinchka Waterfall, where water cascades down massive limestone cliffs in a breathtaking three-tiered fall, a roaring, mist-shrouded spectacle of nature's power. Stand before it, arms outstretched, and feel the pure, primal energy of Georgia's untamed heart. In the far northeast, beyond winding mountain passes and roaring rivers, lies Chhatili, one of Georgia's most haunting and unforgettable places. This medieval fortress village, built entirely of stone, seems almost to grow out of the cliffs themselves. Towers rise against the sky like dark, ancient sentinels, connected by labyrinthine passageways and crumbling battlements. Once, Chhatili was a stronghold against invaders. Today it stands as a solemn, breathtaking reminder of Georgia's indomitable spirit. The journey to Chhatili is not easy. Rough, winding mountain roads snake through gorges and past waterfalls tumbling down sheer cliffs. But the reward is beyond anything you can imagine, a glimpse into a past so vivid, so untouched, that it feels like stepping into another world. As twilight falls and mist curls among the towers, you'll understand, Chhatili isn't just a village. Further still lies Tusetti, the crown jewel of Georgia's hidden treasures. Accessible only by a dramatic, narrow mountain road that opens for a few months each year, Tusetti is a land of wild, staggering beauty. Towering peaks cloaked in snow, rolling green pastures dotted with horses and sheep, ancient stone villages perched precariously on cliffs. In Omalo, the largest village, fortress towers rise above the valley like guardians of forgotten dreams. Beyond Omalo, trails lead to Dartlo, Parzma, Shanako, villages that seem untouched by time, where hospitality flows as freely as the mountain rivers. The people of Tusetti, the Tush, live lives shaped by the seasons, the land, and traditions handed down over countless generations. To visit Tusetti is not to be a tourist, but to be a witness to resilience, to simplicity, to the profound connection between people and the wild places they call home. Breathe the pure air, sleep under a million stars, let the mountains strip away the noise of the world until only wonder remains. Among all Tusetti's villages, Dartlo stands apart, a place of such heart-stopping beauty it feels almost unreal. Stone houses with carved wooden balconies cascade down a green hillside. Above them, ancient defensive towers rise against the jagged peaks. A clear, cold river runs through the village, its waters singing over polished stones. In Dartlo, time seems to stretch, slow and soften. You'll share bread and cheese with shepherds, listen to the soft murmur of prayer stones, and watch the mist drift over the fields like a living memory. It is a place not just to visit but to feel, deep in your bones. A place that lingers inside you long after the journey home. No journey through Georgia would be complete without experiencing a Supra, the legendary Georgian feast that is so much more than a meal. At a Supra, the table groans beneath a bounty of food. Golden khachapuri oozing with cheese, plates piled high with juicy kinkali dumplings, roasted meats, vibrant salads, fresh herbs, and mountains of bread baked that morning. Wine flows freely, and so do the toasts. Each toast, led by the Tamada, Toastmaster, is an art form. A tribute to family, to friends, to life, to dreams yet to come. The Supra is where Georgian hospitality reaches its zenith. You are not just a guest, you are family, woven into the fabric of the evening, celebrated, cherished. Laughter rises, voices sing, hearts open. And in that timeless moment you understand the deepest truth of Georgia. Here, joy is sacred. And then, perhaps after the third or fourth toast, the singing begins. Georgia's ancient tradition of polyphonic singing, recognized by UNESCO as a masterpiece of the oral and intangible heritage of humanity, fills the air. Voices weave together in harmony so rich, so haunting that time seems to stop. Songs of love, of battle, of longing and celebration passed down across countless generations. It's not performance, it's a communion, a reminder that music, like love and hospitality, needs no translation. As you listen, the mountains, the rivers, the stones themselves seem to sing with the people. It's a sound you will never forget, a sound that stays with you, echoing long after you leave. By now, you've climbed towering mountains, wandered ancient cities soaked in healing waters, and broken bread with strangers who became family. You've felt the raw beauty of untouched landscapes and the tender joy of shared songs under starlit skies. And still, Georgia holds more secrets, more wonders tucked into every valley, every street corner, every smile. The spirit of Georgia is endless. It doesn't fit into guidebooks or itineraries. It lives in the moments between. The unexpected kindnesses, the spontaneous dances, the stories shared over steaming mugs of tea in mountain huts. Georgia is not just a place you visit, it's a place you carry with you. A place that leaves a map on your heart, one you'll follow back to again and again in memory and in dreams. And now, it's your turn. You've heard the legends, you've seen the glimpses, you've felt the pull of a land where wonder is not just a memory of the past, but a living, breathing part of everyday life. Georgia is calling. The mountains are waiting, the rivers are singing, the old streets of Tbilisi are whispering your name. Don't let another year slip away in dreams. Come, walk the ancient paths, raise a glass at a Supra, lose yourself in music and mountains and the timeless dance of life. Subscribe now to The Unseen Traveler, your passport to the world's hidden wonders. Click subscribe, ring that bell, and become part of a journey that will change the way you see the world and yourself. Because out there, across oceans and mountains, wonder is still real, and Georgia is just the beginning.